What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Smada. We are back with a Jubilee video. Now it's something a little different for y'all. Usually we be trying to, the dating scene, picking from tattoos or picking from, what I'm saying, their clothing. But today we have 5 liberals ranking themselves on the political spectrum. That is mind-boggling to me. I kind of want to see what the mind of a liberal is like. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. And ladies and gentlemen, please don't feel any type of way about the things that are said in this video. It's just a video. They say don't talk about politics, religion, or money, but we're about to see what's going on with it. And y'all let me know down in the comments below who you thought was the most liberal and who you thought was the least liberal. We got to do this together, you know what I'm saying?
How do we feel about like PC culture? Like,
are you talking about like cancel culture?
Canceling?
Yeah, kind of.
Canceling is fake, in my opinion. It's not something that actually is happening.
If you had to rank yourself against others based on a specific trait, what would it say?
Okay, chat. They started off super spicy. One doesn't believe in cancel culture, and one just asked about cancel culture. Like, how do you guys feel about it? Ooh, this is going to be a good video. I'm loving it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Let's go.
About how you see them and how they see you. We brought together 5 liberals and had them rank each other least to most politically left. Then we had them take the political compass test and rearrange them based on how left they actually are. This is ranking.
Ooh, this is going to be
My
good.
name is Max. I turned 24 today.
Hey, happy birthday, Max.
I work in the video game industry.
My name is Chris. I'm 26 years old, currently between jobs, so I don't know, just a person living.
I'm a Jay.
Okay.
I work in nonprofit education. I'm 27. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Brandy. I am 30 and I own a wellness and lifestyle brand.
Well,
I'm
I know she's the
Allison,
most liberal
26,
already.
And I'm
No,
an
just playing,
ad
imagine.
writer/editor.
So just straight into it, just like what I think would count as like a left-leaning person. Yeah, sure. Pushing for medical care for everyone, free medical care for everyone, stuff like that. I want this person to be a living wage. I want this person to be living comfortably. I want this person to just like live. If I had one thing to say to people in general in a large population is like, fight for other people's rights, fight for other people's comfortability, make sure other humans are human to you.
Hey, hold on, Max. You was talking your shit, my boy. Damn.
What I would prioritize.
I gotta put my glasses on for this one. They making a nigga feel smart
I
and
would
shit.
fair housing before most things.
Yeah.
Because if you guarantee housing, I guarantee you most problems will be solved.
What would you be willing to lose for that though?
But I would lose like a good amount of military spending for fair housing.
Of course.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would also.
absolutely,
I think we all would.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Because they think that there are people that are conservative, maybe not like extreme right wing, but they would say that they believe in like LGBT rights, but they're fiscally conservative. Oh, I'm pro whatever, but if you're
Okay, hold on now. They got a definition on this screen, and we gonna read that thing. I'm a jagger. Fiscal conservatism, the belief that the economy functions best with minimal government influence. Let that ponder. I'm gonna read it again for you one more time. Fiscal conservatism, the belief that the economy functions best with minimal government influence.
you're not like putting money toward those things, I just don't feel like you're actually saying that you believe in it.
What's your guys' view on like the whole Palestine-Israel situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Do
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
have
be
a,
like,
do you guys have like an idea for like a solution, two-state solution? Let's say?
Okay.
Two-state
They talking
solution?
about some serious stuff.
Because it's like really hard, but like I do know that I care a little bit more about that than the Ukraine thing right now. Because like it's
Wow.
not the worst thing I've seen.
Okay.
This past.
On 24 February 2022, Russia launched a large-scale invasion of Ukraine, marking a steep escalation of the Russo-Ukrainian war, which began in 2014.
5 years.
Didn't know that
That's
they
a
were
good point,
actually
that
at
there's
war for
all
that
this,
long.
Like all the Ukraine flags
Wow.
everywhere, and everyone's
That's
all
something
showing
you
support
don't
with,
hear in the
like,
news. I didn't know that
Palestine
Russia and
conflict
Ukraine were at war
before.
since 2014.
Way longer. How do we feel about like PC culture? Like
Are you talking about like cancel culture?
Canceling?
and all that?
cancel, yeah.
Okay.
Canceling is fake, in my
It's-
opinion. It's not something that actually is happening.
I'm just gonna say Dave Chappelle. I have nothing.
Dave Chappelle, question mark?
Like, does anyone opinion changed of him after that last special?
There was a part in the special where he said, "Hey, I'm just a human going through an experience."
Yeah.
I think that was the main thing that everyone kind of missed. That, like when he was talking about his friend that had passed away from all that, I think he just got
Misquoted.
misquoted. Yeah.
Misrepresented.
I also
Yeah.
think him saying I'm just a person having an experience is him just kind of putting a cushion down, like, hey guys, I know you're gonna knock me, just like don't hurt me too bad.
No, but that's real though. That is a real thing though.
It is a real thing.
Conservative friends, do you guys have
Yeah.
friends who are right-wing?
There are certain things that are like sort of like deal breakers, right? And so I have people, if it's a deal breaker, then no. they're not friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got friends that are on the right side spectrum. I got cousins that are, you know, I guess you can say racist or whatever. I actually
Oof.
get in conversations with them just because I want to see where they're coming from.
Okay.
It would be cool to get to a point where the right
And see, that's a lot of things that a lot of people, you know, in today's society don't actually have is that mindset to see someone else's point of view, that mindset to be able to understand where somebody else is coming from, even though they may be at a different state of mind or in a different opinion of yours. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So hearing somebody out, hearing their side of the story, whether it may be crazy to you or not, it will open your mind and kind of give you a way to see where they're thinking, as long as you have an open mind. And if you're going into the conversation, you know, arms folded or mind closed, you really won't understand what they're trying to talk about or where they're coming from. So a lot of these conversations can be had, but if both parties aren't open-minded to see where each other is coming from and understanding each other's point of view, it won't really be a good conversation.
right's like, oh wow, so these people genuinely are pushing for stuff that does affect us in a friendly manner.
But do you think that people think that? Do you think that people on the right think everyone deserves a home, or do you think that they feel like I
of
worked
course
and
they
I
don't.
earned
They don't
this?
think that. Of course they don't.
Their beliefs are so extreme that it kind of crosses into like a morality question for me of like who they are as people, how they view other people, and I don't want to interact consistently in a friend relationship with someone like that.
I don't know. I don't think that just because you label yourself a certain way politically, you can't be with people who are on the other side. And it's not that like they're bad people, but it is sometimes I think about like, would they be my friend if I was a certain color or a certain like religion? Like, would they still like me?
I grew up in the church. I was in my church's band. I was like, I had multiple weeks where I preached. And then
Wow.
one day I was like, oh man,
Never knew that, Max.
this sucks. These people have views that are anti-human while they're the ones here preaching, love each other, love everyone. I'm like, you hate your neighbor. Like you're the ones telling me that gay people deserve to burn in hell. I genuinely did lose a lot of friends when I stepped out of that.
So like, was it more personal or was it like more political though?
It's probably more political. A lot of people
Wow.
are more pro-life. It's like, this is the most like normal thing we could do is be pro-choice. And they're like, no.
Some women have a hard time being able to get like their tubes tied, you know, if they don't have children or if they're too, like the doctor decides they're too young. You know?
Yeah, the
It's
doctor
like,
literally
yep,
said, you know.
it's a personal health decision that's being
We
taken
could
away.
move now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like it was more about trying to prove who's the most of the most.
And I could tell on his face that he was starting to get uncomfortable with a lot of things that were starting to be said. But I mean, when you put yourself in certain situations like this, you have to be prepared to be put in uncomfortable situations. Now they must rank each other based on who they think is the most left. To me personally, I'm going to go with the 30-year-old woman. I think she is the most left based on what they were talking about, having friends and things like that. I think she's going to put herself the most left. Because she can't stand.
Over here, maybe?
I'm not
No,
over,
I
I'm
think
not at the
I'm over
lowest
here.
still.
So
Okay.
then you would
So,
have
like,
to come
right
here,
here.
Max.
So I would
you-
maybe
you
put
should
myself
be
like
there.
here. I don't know. It's hard because it feels like we all
Absolutely.
agree to a degree on a lot of
That's
things.
why I'm saying
so
we
it's
need to
hard
ask like a
rank
controversial
that.
question.
Controversial question. How do you feel about like the police?
I do think they're necessary evil.
I think regulations are important.
Sir,
I
you
think
can
you
move.
gotta definitely police unions. I think police unions are like the biggest, strongest unions in the country.
They are.
And
I don't know if I would say ACAB. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay, first off, not going to lie to you. This is the definition for the acronym ACAB, but that's not the true definition. It's all cops are bad, not bastards. I don't even know where that came from or why you tried to turn that B into something more than bad, but it stands for all cops are bad and is an acronym used as a political slogan associated with the descendants who are opposed to the police. Okay.
But I do believe in taking some of their budget and redistributing it to like services that will help people.
The fact that the New York Police Department is like the size of a military is terrifying. That's so scary. And you see a lot of bad things occur from that.
For that reason.
Do you
Yeah.
Here we go.
step to
Here we
the
go.
left?
Okay.
Not going to lie to you. They just pushed him to the front for no reason.
I mean, again, like a necessary evil.
Yeah.
I'm very pro-military.
Well, I just got a lot of friends from like economic purposes. I had to join the military, you know, for like, and the military gives you a lot, teaches you a lot of things about life discipline, which helps people translate into civilian life. I feel.
Do you feel like there's
Every
a bigger
country's got a
issue there though? Like that people have to go into the military in order to be economically sound? Like I feel like it's a jobs program.
That's predatory.
Exactly.
That's like, yeah. And we're allocating this money to weapons that aren't needed, insane things. I'm not.
Okay, so being that You know what? I'm not gonna say anything about the military thing. That's kind of like, that's a biased opinion of mine, so I won't say anything about it.
A big fan of the military.
Okay, I'm gonna move over.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I think the military overall, like 90-10 is like better than not.
I think it is very, very conservative to be very pro-military.
My boy Ty in the building with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, my boy. I appreciate you.
I'm personally pretty pro-military, but I'm not that passionate about it to get into the conversation they're having.
Okay, I kind of have a question about like representative diversity. A lot of times when we talk about diversity and things like that, it's never a progressive. It's always just like appearance-based diversity.
I care more about policies than like being represented.
Yeah, like I could care less who's but like the policy.
You know, like I'm definitely for like we need to diversify like models or like people that we see in these industries, but I do think it should be more like who they are.
I mean, because like equity is the goal, right? Like if we did a better job of identifying differences in the first place, then we wouldn't have so much time like making up for it. Colorblind
Okay,
led
they
to this
talk
issue
about
of
some
people
shit.
being
Love you, G. I'm gonna stay for the vibe. I
like,
appreciate you, my boy.
every
Much love.
training I have to go to.
Okay, here we go. Another definition, y'all.
Blind society led to
We
this
learning
issue
some
of
shit
being young,
tonight. You
which
know
I
what I'm
like.
saying? We learning. All right. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, is a term used to describe policies and programs that promote the representation of different ages, races, and ethnicities, abilities and disabilities, genders, religions, cultures, and sexual orientations.
Find really annoying every training I have to go to. Anyone like particularly pro-capitalism or like anti?
I'm kind of anti. I'm pretty anti.
Okay.
I mean, I participate in it because you got to.
I think I'm in the camp of like I'm more of an equitable capitalist. Like I feel like we could do capitalism better, or like we could fix it.
That's
Okay.
cool. It's like the guy in Seattle that forfeited his wage and turned everyone's wage to
Oh,
$71,500.
damn price, yeah.
Yeah.
We are in a world where
Okay.
people have yachts and are going to space for fun, while there are people dying on the streets and like starving. Like, you know, if
That's
you
facts.
can give more, I think you could and you should, just because it's like it's a group.
How much does one person need, really?
Yeah,
really,
right?
like really.
But who defines that
But
besides,
but
like, the
then,
person
but like
themselves?
the system that we all were born into and our parents were born into, we all kind of were opted into the capitalist system where we kind of thought like, oh, we make the most money, you earned it, and all that stuff. But Jeff Bezos
Facts.
got all that money, bro, and we got hella homeless people on Skid Row.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what's
but
up
like,
with that?
but like the thing
Like,
is,
no.
it's still illegal to take his money.
That.
When you
nah.
think about
And here's where it gets spicy.
That. No. You know, we have politicians that don't really care about the well-being of the working class people. And stuff
That's
like that.
absolutely true.
Minimum wage
There
is
are
still
politicians that do
$7.25,
not
you know.
care about the working class.
What are we doing here, guys?
I guess here's like a question though. I guess so. You know, I want the best for everyone, but that also kind of puts like some personal responsibility on it. I don't want someone to just kind of like get a bunch of money and then do nothing.
I think that's definitely
Okay.
a very left-leaning thing to think about, how everyone should be up and working and doing that. I think that's more than fine to say, because I think everyone contributes for a society to work.
Some of what you just said right now, I feel like I might be on the other side of you on that issue. People work so hard. And
Shawty,
it's
I'm not gonna
like
lie
it's a
to you,
fair
you
game
are
to
the
start
most
out
left
with.
in
So
this
sure,
group.
Yeah, people shouldn't be just like sitting if they can do something else, but if they can't, they still deserve comfort and to live like a life of dignity.
I don't think I care what they're doing. As
Just
long
doing something.
Something.
What if they just want to relax and chill, man?
Then
Life is stressful. Sometimes you want to just have a good like.
so
week
and
not
yeah,
do anything.
and I mean that's like
Okay.
and
So,
there
so this is the ranking that they have. Remember this ranking. This is the ranking that they thought they had before they took the actual liberal exam, like the actual liberal quiz that they're going to give them to see how actual left leaning you are.
I don't think there is anything wrong with that.
Okay. Now they must take an online test to determine where they rank from least to most left.
You guys are now going to go to politicalcompass.org.
Oh, Akeem_Jordan, thank you so much for the follow. If you guys want to take this test for yourself, there's the website. Go ahead and knock it out. See how far left leaning you are. People are whoa, they're actually asking the questions. Oh, chat, let's get it. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Chat, what we thinking? What are we thinking? People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Strongly disagree, agree, strongly agree. People are ultimately divided more by class, such as high class, middle class, lower class, than by nationality. That's a good question. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Once again, I can't give my answer on this. This is a very biased question for me, being that I was in the military. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. It's a good question as well. All right. Okay.
Solid.
Nice.
They got it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised that Max was like next to me. He just gave me vibes of someone who is more like anti-establishment, anti like capitalism, more like anarchy kind of vibes.
Okay.
In spot number 3, we have Christian.
Okay. He was right. You know, right in the middle.
In spot number 2, we have AJ.
Oh.
Who got it right? Who got it right, chat? Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Fuck they talking about. I told you. Soon as she said, I can't have friends that's on that side, I already knew what type of time she was. I knew what type of time she was on.
In spot number 1, we have Brandon.
Boom. I fucking told you.
So we weren't close.
At all. All over the place, boy. Come on now. Who do it better than Smada? Nobody knows. Come on, bro.
I do firmly believe things are on me, and like I'm gonna lean left because I just care.
I don't know, I kind of expect you guys maybe to pick like one random like conservative to throw in there to kind of like throw us out, but it was cool.
It was cool to see how similar we all felt on some things, but then also how there were definitely things that were like more
Split the group.
deviating, but we all
Right.
still agreed that like we're all liberals, we're all part of this.
I honestly thought it was gonna maybe be in the 3 spot.
Cap, Shawty, you know damn well you wasn't finna be in the 3 spot. Don't even sit up here and lie.
Yeah,
Just-
I was gonna move out. I don't know, it's hard to like range people on my
Yeah.
I wonder what I chose. That was more of a conservative thought. I was still pretty far left on that compass, so that's crazy. That's
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you for staying tuned to the end of the video. Make sure that you leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's been your boy Smada, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.